Okay, in today's episode, we talk about what's inside my house.
Oh wow, I also don't know what's inside the house.
You're listening to...
Jom Sembang Malaysia.
No lah, not really what's inside my house. Actually, I want to talk about hoarding and cleaning. Not like, I don't know whether I'm a hoarder, maybe semi-hoarder, because a lot of the things that go through my house is they come in, I select, and then okay, this one I take and sell, this one I give away, this one I donate. So, hoarder kah kalau dia masuk lepas tu ada keluar?
Tak adalah, kalau dia keluar tu tak hoarder.
Kalau dia dah masuk tak
hoarder,
keluar
dia
lah.
simpan, dia punya back door tutup.
Actually, talking about hoarders, I must tell you this story of this auntie's house. Or not related lah, this lady's house, okay? So, me and my friend, when I visited this senior lady in Klang. And then when we drove in the house, it was this one-story house. Outside the house, already can see all these chairs lah, all newspaper lah. And then we were like, oh, maybe she keep like her karang-guni stuff outside.
Right.
Then the moment we open the door, go inside, right? It's all karang-guni everywhere.
Oh, wow.
There's only like one path, and the path is 2 feet width, and it just goes from the living room to the kitchen. That's it. Anywhere else is all barang.
Wow.
On the chair got barang. You want to sit, you just take from... She said, oh, come sit. Then she take the thing from the chair, and then put it next to the chair or something, and then she sit. So that was my first time ever walking into a hoarder's house. And this auntie, right?
Yeah.
I always meet her in church. She's very proper, tie.
Wow.
Like, she didn't look like a hoarder at all lah.
Right.
Because she very prim and, you know. So when I went to the house, I'll be like the visual shock, the culture.
Right, because
like,
I always imagine hoarders to look like the karang-guni auntie or uncle. Kan?
Yeah, so she's this proper tie, right? So when I went to the house, I'm like, then I look at so many things. Oh, auntie, you got 3 oven. That one I used to bake cookie one. This smaller one for me, bake cake. This one, you're not working already lah, but it holds the other 2 on top of it. So I'm like...
But does she live alone?
I think she had a son, then the son worked, then moved out already lah.
Okay.
Then you can imagine the whole living room filled with it, and then all the way you walk through this corridor, and then the kitchen is filled of it, and then she have like maybe 10 to 20 pan. But they all clean lah. It's just that maybe she use this pan, and then
Cooking
the other
pan?
Yeah, cooking pan or pots and pans. Like, hello, you one person, you need 5, 1, 8, you need 10 pan.
Did it feel dirty, the house?
It didn't feel dirty. It just feels like it's cluttered. Yeah.
Interesting.
So there was a lot. So she had 5 refrigerators. Then I asked why. Actually, this one last time, not enough space. Then I bought 2. Then after that one broke down already. Then I never moved it. So I bought another one.
It becomes storeroom?
Yeah, then inside there I just put things that, like cupboard like that. Then, but it's like, I cannot. That was the first time I went to a hoarder's house. But it doesn't really smell.
Okay.
In the way, it's not dirty. It's just a lot of things.
Okay, no. I was wondering whether it might be a small house and therefore it looks very crowded. But if you have 5 refrigerators, it can't be a small house.
Correct. It's quite a big house. It's like Clang's house, very big one. Got a lot.
Oh,
you know?
yeah. One of those terrace, landed property.
But it was just surprising lah for me.
Actually, surprising or not, recently had a friend who was telling me about his mom who was a hoarder and he had to clear out the house. So I don't know, it seems to be sounding like it's not that much of a rarity nowadays.
I just want to ask, what's the definition of hoarding or hoarder? Do you think? For you?
Okay, so for me, without looking at the dictionary, a person who hoards or hoarder is I want to keep, I want to take.
But I find that the so-called hoarders lah, I say so-called because I don't know they're hoarders or not lah, are the older generation. They are not like, I want to keep. It's the, I will need it one day lah. Or, throw away next time, I need it and then I need to buy new one lah. So you end up, right, instead of 1 packet of tissue, become 10 packet of tissue, become 100 packet of tissue. Like, does your mother do that? Does she keep like 101 things somewhere and then,
So one day, okay, so disclaimer lah. I think all of us have a portion of hoarderism
correct
in us. Maybe not all lah, but a good majority. So even I do think I am a hoarder sometimes in some ways, but let's not go there yet. Let's go there maybe after the break lah. But okay, coming back to this story about my mom, which is really funny. One day we were clearing out the storeroom.
Okay.
And the things that I discovered inside was just quite funny. It's like a whole load of hotel slippers. You know, the one that you go to a hotel and then
they give you complimentary one.
Yeah, that one lah.
The white colour
The
one.
white colour one. Had a lot of that. We had a lot of...
Wait, your mother wears slipper at home? The indoor house? Okay.
Yeah, she wears. So Okay, at that time, I used to do a lot of hotel hopping lah, so to speak, because, you go do a gig or a workshop, wherever, you stay hotel, right? And they always provide. So my mom, every time we go, she'll take home.
Okay.
Yeah. And it kind of, you wear also, you don't change every
Every
wear
day,
until you
what?
break, right?
Correct.
So for the ones that last quite well, quite long lah. So every time you go, you have more than you are going to discard. So we had that. And then I have a cousin who also would stay in quite a bit of hotels. And he will collect one. So sometimes he will collect for his
For your mother?
And he collect for my mother. So yeah.
The hotel slippers collector.
And then, okay, the fortunate thing was at one point, it was like too many. How many you gonna have? So we said, okay, like that lah. The good quality one you keep, because those like loose, and my mom's feet are very small.
Now, actually now got some qualities like almost like a tissue paper,
Yeah,
paper kind
and
that
it's
can
quite
tear
dangerous
one. Correct.
because if you tekan or whatever, you tear, you slip before, and that age, right, you don't want people to simply trip and fall. So you're like,
Correct.
okay, mom, all this one bad quality one, or it's going to be too big, let's just pop discard, and you're going to keep the good quality ones, which are not too oversized. So maybe we halved it.
That's good.
I still have a lot
But
of...
when you talk about the hotel slippers, I suddenly remember there's this shelf or rack in my parents' place that has all the shampoos and the soap.
From the hotel also?
In the bottles, yeah, the small bottles. I remember there was one time, I think probably similar hotels. Because we have a friend who owned hotels, so sometimes we go to the same hotel.
Okay,
all the same one. Then I remember wow, one's army. If you watch Minion, one army of Minion, one army of shampoo and
so cute.
And what. But I think they have since disposed it. Because there was one time Charlie's Cafe has this contribute all your shampoos from the hotel to give to the refugees or something. So it all went there. So I remember after it all went there, right? The next hotel visit, I said, hey, don't take. Then my mom would say, pay money already, what?
Yeah, no?
You know
Actually,
they say,
that is why we
I
take.
pay for the shampoo already, what? I pay for the whatever. So they don't use, they bring back. But then it hot there lah. Like one mountain, we call it the hotel supply. Which is why I was quite happy when some hotels, they have the dispenser at the shower one.
Yeah.
You just dispense what you need. You don't have to bring the whole dispenser home.
I think the thing that changed for me was now when you talk about sustainability and not killing the environment, it does occur to me that every time I open one, it's another one that they have to produce. And it is plastic. And
Correct.
whether they recycle or not, I don't know. If I take it home, definitely it's not going to go back into that recycling system because
Correct.
it's going to land somewhere.
But it's good to leave it lah. Especially if you didn't use.
Yeah, correct.
Especially the soap or something you didn't use, right? I'm
touch
sure they're just going to leave it for the next further because it's clean and not used.
Hopefully they'll have a system of knowing
Correct.
whether it's a fresh. But sometimes it's like when you go and then when I chance to try the shampoo and it's not bad lah this shampoo,
Then
I take back lah because some places we go don't provide.
Correct.
Or they provide not nice one.
Can, as long as you don't take back 100 and 200 of it lah. Like the other thing that always comes is the small mini toothpaste.
Yes.
So I used to collect a lot, right? Then when I realized, got one stack, right? So I would sit down and start cleaning when you clean toilet or something. Okay, I use the toothpaste.
Yeah.
Because it's too small to...
So I mean some things are useful that way. So okay lah, But hoarding is when you just want to take back because you paid for it.
Correct.
So I have this right to do it.
So nowadays I leave a lot of stuff in my hotel. Because I find that if I come back, it gives me a different stress. I need to find
What
a
do I do
place
with
to
it now?
put it. Yada. So it's a different thing lah. So anyway, I wanted to talk about this topic because I also want to talk about decluttering. So let's touch about decluttering when we come back from the break.
Okay. This episode is brought to you by Songs and Stories. What Songs and Stories does is it gives you the true life story of the people. Everyday people with everyday lives and how they got to where they are. So if you want to find out more, check out Songs and Stories on Facebook. We are also on Twitter and YouTube. And
Yeah, actually you just Google lah.
yeah, website songsandstories.com.my.
Okay. So decluttering. When was the last time you declutter your house?
Ayo. Actually, I try. There are things that I keep telling myself I have to declutter, but to me, sometimes it feels like it's too big or too overwhelming. I need a whole day free to do it.
So decluttering is a stressful thing for you.
Yes.
Okay, on contrary, I find decluttering is something that I do when I'm stressed or when I'm overwhelmed.
Oh.
So like for example, if I have a lot of work to do and I don't know where to begin, okay lah, let me start by, let's mop the floor first, let's clean the floor. Or I find like one corner to clear or something like that. And then once I find that I clear that thing and I see some space, I feel like my brain space also clear. Like, okay, like I can have some breathing space mentally and I can start working on my actual work.
Okay, I have a silly question.
Yeah.
When you say clear, means what? You organize those things? You throw them away?
Both. So let's say for example, right, I have these tables near my entrance where I put all the coins. But sometimes I accidentally put receipt, put sweet, put whatever lah, empty my pocket mah. So sometimes just to have something to do to just clear my mind, I would say, okay lah, we start today by putting all the 50 cent one side, 20 cent one side, throw all the receipts that I don't use.
Right.
Then put it nicely. Oh, now it looks like a coin bag. Then I suddenly feel like, okay, just my house clean, then my space clean, then my mind also clear.
Okay, my problem is the things that I need to throw away, I'm very happy. Like, oh, good, I can throw this away. It's expired. Woohoo! Like, gone, right? And the things that I know I was looking for, couldn't find. Like, yahoo! You know, like, okay, it's the in-between ones. Like, do I really need this? I don't really need it now, but maybe I need it.
Oh, I do that. Now what I do is, if I have the in-betweens one, I will put in this box. And I say that after 6 months, it's still there. Bye-bye. I mean, if I didn't touch you, right?
The in-between box.
Correct. So, and because it's already in the box, I don't have to go look for them. So if I keep passing by, after 6 months, like, why are you still here? I never touch you anyway. So I will just take the box and drop it off. I don't even have to put things into the box because it's already in the box. So I have in-between box. So like you say just now, right? Expire things, very easy. Expire already, no need to throw, right?
Bin, yeah.
The in-between one is really, I have this box where, and I've said if my in-between box is overflowing, something is wrong with me lah.
Time to get rid of it lah.
Yeah. So the other thing that I started this year is I try to get rid of one box of things every month.
Yes. I've been telling myself that.
So I said, like, for example, I have this blanket that I've been using. You can really see it's like, it's, how to say, can see through already.
It's like shredding almost.
And it's not like I cannot afford a new blanket, you know, or it's not like I don't have another blanket, you know, then why am I doing this to myself? So I will put it in the in-between box because if to throw immediately, I might go and beat myself up about it. I put in between. Then I say, I could live without it for 6 months. Okay, bye, you're going. So it's a gradual transition for me.
Okay, I can think of a few things
get
that
rid of things.
should actually be bin right
and
now.
then actually throwing out things is on my monthly list.
Okay.
So let's say at the end of the month, I say, this month never throw out things. Go find things and throw.
Yes.
So that it becomes a practice lah for me.
Actually, even a small bin full of things.
Correct.
It's actually good. So one of the things that I tend to procrastinate is receipts, right? So I don't know why I do this. It's actually when I do it, sometimes it feels a bit pointless. I will collect credit card receipts because I feel I need to check
if it tallies with your statement.
It tallies with the statement. But actually it doesn't make sense because the credit card receipt, it is going to tally with the statement.
Because it reflects exactly that.
Exactly. So it's like, okay, let's say like today, I paid something for my credit card and then you ask me, how much did they charge? Was it 15 ringgit net, right? And I realized actually I didn't check. Before I put it into my wallet, I didn't check. So if it had been 16 and the shop had cheated me, later on when I go and check my credit card receipt, it's going to tally, it's going to be 16.
Exactly.
So it's not going to make sense.
I thought you keep the receipt so that you know the money paid out to where. But now that technology is so updated, it actually says where you make the payment. So it doesn't make sense anymore.
It does. And I think it's, okay lah, just to make sure in my statement, there wasn't something that is a big amount or something that I didn't knowingly pay for. So I suppose it's looking for other items lah. But actually what I do, right, and that statement thing really is a little bit pointless lah. Because
maybe that's how you declutter your mind.
Maybe lah. But it is a fun thing, like, you know, when I have this bin full of receipts, I'm like, yes.
But yeah, so I find that cleaning and decluttering helps me to clear my mental space. Yeah. So for example, if I'm really stressed, I go and clean the toilet. Sekali the toilet so clean, I'm like, okay, now I can start work.
Oh, okay.
You know, or like, office table is too messy. Actually, it's nothing to do with messy or not messy. It's just that my brain just too stressed to engage, I clear it. Then I say, oh, see, now I can put my paper. Okay, let me see, what was I supposed to work on again? So technically, that is how I manage with some of my stress level lah.
Okay, I'm the other way. I'm on the other end, right? So I will mop the floor at the end when I don't need any more mental space because...
Mopping floor don't need mental space.
No, I mean, it's a relaxing thing when you actually get to it. But I would not do that before I start work because I want to jump into work when I'm fresh.
Okay.
So it's just different lah. We are so different, yeah.
Yeah. So what I would recommend is whether you're doing it for stress or not stress, you should declutter your house occasionally, periodically lah.
And your gadgets.
Yeah. And gadgets,
and
correct.
Your inbox.
You know why she said gadget not? Because recently people upgrade phone already, right? Then got all the media files and then you want to transfer backup and everything. Then you realize, wow, yeah, a lot. There was 50,000 photos or something like that. And then when you look at the files, right, it could be a photo of the kettle. And then 10 photos of the kettle with a slightly 1 degree angle difference. Walao.
So how you declutter as you go along? Like once a week? Once in the toilet?
So now what I do is if I take a photo, or let's say a few lah. On the spot, if I can, I choose one and delete the rest. If I can't, at the end of the day, the nearest time, I will delete the rest.
Okay.
Because otherwise, I'm giving myself extra headache. But the thing is, I'm not very particular about stuff like that. I'm not like a friend who hey, this angle is so nice, this angle 3 degree different also nice. I keep both.
You're not like me lah.
Okay, I didn't say name, you didn't say one. Okay, so I'm that kind of person that I will be very decisive and go okay, just delay lah, because at the end of the day, I only need 1 kettle. I don't need to edit 3 kettles,
Actually, right? Do I even need a kettle?
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, so taking multiple photos. So I do a digital declutter and then I will do my garden declutter as well. So garden is quite important. Sometimes we just think water, right? So I realized that once a month, if I sit down, I trim, I throw away, die leaf or something like that. Then you look at it, you feel happier.
Yes, I did that. Actually, I just cut off half a centimeter. One the stem thing, the line thing, I just cut that one. Then, oh my gosh, the thing sits nice in the bottle now. I'm happy after that.
So I think when you have space that's decluttered or clean, regularly, you have also more mental space, the healthy mental space. Because what you see visually actually affects your thinking, your feeling, even though it's subconscious lah. It's not hey, so dirty, I stress. No, it's a very, indirect way of influence.
True.
Influence. So for me, I remember if my table is clean, I normally work better because I feel like I can spread my books here, spread my book there. But of course, after 1 month, cannot read it, I clean up again.
See, that's the thing lah. So for me, right, sometimes it feels like a pointless exercise because it's going to clear this one next week. It's gonna pile up again, right? But
if you don't clear, it's gonna pile up
even more. So make it a routine lah. That's what I am trying to do.
Correct. Declutter your space and declutter your mind.
And declutter
your phone.
Jom Sembang Malaysia is hosted by 2 Malaysians who are passionate about Malaysian stuff.
Stay tuned every week for a brand new Sembang session with Cerita Suito and Gina Yap Layong.
Today's episode is recorded at Studio 2105.
Remember to click like and subscribe for the brand new episode next week.